Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be talking about content creators and networking. So when we first started streaming on Twitch and creating YouTube videos, we did all this research, reading blogs, reading articles, watching videos, watching LinkedIn learning trainings, and everybody seemed to think that like the number one most important thing was networking. And I truly think it's just like a buzzword for people, networking. However, based on our experience, I don't think it is the most important thing. And I think today we want to talk a little bit about what networking is, why you should do it, how to prioritize it, and then what it will not do for you.
For new streamers, networking is going to help you out in two different ways. One, it's going to help you start to learn the styles of streaming and in that category, and it'll also help you build not notoriety but kind of make your presence sort of be known, right? So like if you go into another streamer's stream and you interact and whatnot, you kind of get your name out there. Not so much as like the de facto source of whatever. I mean, you're in someone else's stream, but it's just kind of like building like a, what's the word?
An online presence.
An online presence, like a reputation for yourself. That's kind of what networking, in my mind, kind of all is about, really, is about your reputation. So you can go into other streams and basically help build that up by being there.
So I think it's important then to be positive when you're going into other people's streams, right? Because you go in and you add positivity to their stream and people start to associate good things with your name.
That's right.
And like you said, I like the idea of going in and kind of learning like how other people are playing and kind of what's out there, what's new for the game, things that you might not have known or different, not to go out and imitate what they're doing, but to take ideas from their styles and maybe the different things that they do in their channels.
Yeah, and again, touching on like not doing what they're doing, sometimes you might even find, you might see, not that you are the best streamer right away, I mean, you definitely could be, but you have the opportunity to watch someone live in the making and you can see what potential mistakes they might make and know right off the bat things that you might not want to do or things that you might not feel comfortable doing.
And I think for streamers who are not new or have been streaming for a while, networking works a little bit different for you. So you have the opportunity for collaborations. You get out there, you find people that do similar things. You could co-stream, or if you're in the Mario Maker community, you may do a level collaboration and you build a level together and you have that ability to create content together, maybe on YouTube. So there's a lot of opportunities to work with other streamers. And of course, continuing to be in their streams keeps you relevant, keeps you kind of at the top of mind of other viewers if they see you coming in, adding positivity. Or if there's a very small streamer and you're maybe mid-sized to getting a little bit larger, it's nice to see someone who's bigger than you in your stream. It makes you feel good. So it is good to go into other streams for that piece as well. And then I think the biggest thing is finding a support system. It doesn't always have to be about business or gain. Networking can be really important for having people who have gone through the same things that you're going through. Streaming can actually be a major hit to your mental health sometimes. Yeah. Like you may not feel motivated to keep streaming if you don't have very many viewers or if you just seem to be in a really slow spot. So having people who have been through that, have had similar experiences and can offer advice or offer a pick-me-up type of, thing every once in a while, it's really great to have that. So we'll talk a little bit about prioritization. So it's definitely good to network, but I think there's a time and place for it.
Yeah. So while we talk about that, exactly like you said, it is a very important thing, but it's definitely not the most important thing. There are other things that are going to be more important in your streaming career. And so while you do want to sometimes have networking, you definitely want to make sure that it's not the number one thing that you're always doing. For example, you have tasks that you need to create. You need to come up with content. You might need to take time to do additional content that might not be directly on a stream, such as a video as this. You might need to have mental break days where you can just have time off and you're not even doing networking.
Or even change the setup of your stream.
Change the setup of your stream. I mean, as anybody who's been following our stream for a while has noticed, we've gone through several iterations, and if we had been spending all of our time networking, then we wouldn't have even had time for it. On the plus side, when we have seen, or when we have done some networking and we've seen people have different setups and stuff, it kind of helped us, give us ideas, and then we take those days when we're not doing it and doing that.
I think networking shouldn't be your number one priority. And the biggest reason for that is if you are like us, you work full-time, you're trying to stream, you're trying to create YouTube videos, maybe you only have 2 hours in a given week where you have nothing going on, you want to focus on planning your content. You don't want to spend that entire 2 hours in someone else's stream because now your stream has suffered because of it. So definitely good to get out there to just even, you don't even have to talk in someone's stream. Maybe you're just there to enjoy the stream, but you just need to make sure that you're limiting your time on Twitch so that you are actually putting quality back into your content as well.
That's right.
So let's also talk about what networking is not. And I think this is a big thing because a lot of people that I have talked to really say, hey, I network because I can get raids out of it. And if that's what your goal is, I don't think that's a very good goal. Because, I mean, networking for a raid, like, you have to really have the perfect storm going on. So if I'm hoping for a raid from Chase, one, I have to be streaming when Chase is getting ready to end. Maybe Chase already has another raid target in mind, or maybe he has like a guide the raid function, you know, channel point redemption, and somebody's going to choose that. And I'm just hoping for somebody's goodwill that they'll come and raid my stream. And it's up to chance. Like, it's never guaranteed, and spending hours networking hoping for that raid really, in my mind, isn't a good use of your time. I think networking is important, but just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
So if you take nothing away from this today, I think do take away that networking does have a place as long as you prioritize it correctly. It can do some things for you as a new streamer. It can really do some things for you as an experienced streamer, especially on a support system. It's just really something that you need to make sure that you are using it wisely and that you're using your time wisely, because nobody has unlimited time, right? It's like the one resource that is finite. Like, you only get so much, so you need to make sure that you use your time wisely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because you have the networking. I'm sorry, you have the streamer pie, right? And you have content creation takes a wedge and networking takes a wedge. And as one wedge gets bigger and takes over the other one, your content creation gets smaller. And if that's what your stream is, and your content creation wedge gets really small,
your audience suffers.
Then your audience will suffer. Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
All right, well, that covers it for today for networking. Love to hear your thoughts. So if you disagree, I know that this is kind of a controversial topic because a lot of people say networking is like the silver bullet. It's about who you know, right? The hands you shake, and what is it, the phrase?
Oh, yeah. In college, it's not about the grades you make, it's the hands you shake.
Right.
Exactly.
So I'd love to hear your thoughts, because like I said, I know that it is kind of a controversial topic. So in the future, be on the lookout for more videos on how to improve your stream and more tips and tricks. And until next time.
Bye.
Bye.